Hi, my name is Abigail Davis, and today I'm going to be presenting my oral presentation or my final assignment for the service learning class. My site agency was Woodland Elementary School. It was an after-school program. I went there on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3:30 to 5:30, and I mainly served second grade through fourth grade. The school was pre-K through fourth grade, but the homework club was only second through fourth. So I thought that was really cool. And I'm going to show you my collage. I made a collage. So it looks like this. And on this side, I had what we did and what the kids did. And then on this side, I have what I felt and my emotions. And then in the middle, I have like a big ray of sunshine. Because every time you walked in there in Woodland, it was a big ray of sunshine. You always got hello, hi, how are you from the teachers or the staff members. And it was very welcoming. It was such a good school. And I hope maybe next semester, because I'm in a public service scholarship, which kind of the class in this also like collaborates and is in sync right now. So I'm hoping that maybe next semester I can go back to Woodland because I've really learned a lot from Woodland and the teachers, and it was just such a good site to be at. And I'm so thankful that I got chosen to be there, and the teachers and the kids were so nice to me and so welcoming. It was just such a good feeling, and I'm just so happy that I can go serve my community. So I'm going to tell you about my collage. So right here, this is like kids, because we serve kids in elementary schools. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it just depended on the day. Sometimes I served 15 kids, sometimes we served 20 kids, sometimes we served less than 15, maybe 10. So it really just depended. And right here I have books, which we read a lot of books. When I came in, they had a designated time to read books. They did it for 15 minutes, and some like the teachers asked me to read to the kids that couldn't really read well or had trouble understanding what the words meant or what the words were. So I was very happy to help out there. And then this picture right here, it's homework, like you're doing homework, you know. It can be stressful, it can be hard. So I thought that picture really represented homework. So right here we have like art, it represents art. So we had an art program that came to the after school program, and I'm going to tell you a story that I did. I did like a little art class with them one day. The teachers trusted me enough to do it, and I was very thankful that they let me. And I thought it would be cool, you know, to have them like cut out things and like glue things. And it was, they made themselves, so they cut out like a face, and they had like all these different designs like of eyes, nose, ears, hair, and they got to color. So I thought that was really cool, and it was cool to see what the kids like, what they thought they looked like, and what they thought their personality was, because it was just more like it was more a fun thing to do with them and interact, and I'm so glad I got to engage with them and learn more about them. And then right here is a playground, because the kids got to go outside sometimes when it was sunny or warm, and they would always want me to come play with them, but I was just like, I'm too big for you guys, you know. It was funny, it was cute. And then right here we did science projects, and I'm going to tell you another story. So they had a teacher there that did the science projects with them, and I helped with her some. And so we did like planes, and that was really cool because the kids got to make these little paper planes, and they would always want to play with me, and I just thought that was so fun because they wanted to play, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll play with you. And then we did another experiment about strawberry seeds and how it was just different from like our DNA. We did DNA with them, so I thought that was cool. I learned something also. They learned something. I learned something. I thought it was very cool. So on this side, my emotions. So this is happy. I felt happy to go. I was very happy all the time. I tried to keep a positive attitude about it because, you know, you can't show your emotions really with them. So I wanted to be happy and positive when I went there because it was just a good time when I went there. It was just a stress reliever from school, and it was very nice to do that and give back to my community. And then productivity, we were always productive when we went. We always were doing homework, reading books, doing science projects, and I thought it was cool that Woodland kept them on their toes and kept them interested and engaged in something. And then right here is volunteer. So I was a volunteer. I still am, kinda a little. So that just means like I went into the school and volunteered and helped out my community and gave back. And I just think it's really nice to give back to community, and I'm hopeful that I can do it for the next 4 years. So, okay, so I'm going to tell you a little about Woodland and their school. So Woodland was founded in 1992, and it's rapidly became one of the leading schools in the Johnson City area. And I just think that's so cool that I got to work there, and then I got to be there in one of the leading schools, and it was just such a nice school, and I really loved it. And they built it because they wanted to provide engaging learning experience with a safe and nurturing environment for the kids in the area. I thought that's awesome because Woodland's kind of in a rundown area, and the kids need something like that to get away, and it's just nice because Woodland really helps them and gives back to the community and helps the parents out, and I just think that's such an awesome thing. And so Woodland serves about 388 students, and I told you before that it only serves pre-K through 4th grade. So, and then the school, it's federally funded, and the funding is very sufficient. My person that was over the homework club, he told me that it was very good, sufficient with the funding, because they would always give to the teachers and always give to as much as they could to to help the students out in the after school programs and any other programs they did. I was there one time. Another story, I was also there one time when they brought in an owl from one of the centers, and it was so cool because the kids were in awe, and it was just so nice because they got to learn about the owls and how they bring them in and keep them and set them out in the wild when they get better. So, if they could use extra funding, I just think for the after-school programs, because they're such a big thing, because the kids really rely on that sometimes. And they have teachers that work there, because they have another program. It's called Educare, but I worked in the homework club. And I just think maybe they need more teachers there, more hands on deck, because they get paid, but they don't get paid to what they want. And I just think maybe they need to give them back some more, because they're using some of their own supplies and stuff like that. So when my first impression of the school, I thought it was so beautiful. When I first pulled in the parking lot, I was like, wow, this is such a beautiful school. And I called the principal, and she was super nice. She was such a nice lady. She was very welcoming. It was so nice to go in there and just know a little bit about the school. And it was a good school to work at, and the kids were extremely nice and sweet, and they're very respectful. And the teachers were really welcoming. They got me started right away. It was so nice because the kids, my first day, they were like, oh my gosh, who are you? And I told them, and it was just nice because every time I came back, they were always like, yeah, you're back, and it was sweet. And then I think the school's unique because they want each student to be challenged to reach his or her goal in learning. They really push that, and they really push that in the after-school program, because they always wanted there to do the homework to the best of their ability or do the science projects, and I just thought that was super nice and super sweet that they want the kids to learn. And they also want a contributing member of society, so to go out into the community and serve like I am. And so something I've learned in my service learning is to be patient with the kids, because honestly, you never know what they're going through. You never know what they feel, so it's honestly so nice to be patient with them and just have a good attitude towards them. And it was also nice because I've learned that I'm someone they look up to. I'm like a mentor or a god. And it's just nice because, you have someone that looks up to you, so you got to set a standard for them. And I try to set a good standard for them, to do what's right and what's wrong. And it was just nice to go in there and give back to my community. And then so I didn't really have any problems at Woodland. It was such a good school, and I'm super glad I got to work there. And it was just an overall, they really did contribute to the kids and the teachers, and they really wanted to serve their community well. And then I think I had a very big impact on the community because I helped the community in many different ways. I was with schools mainly, but I think I did a good job with that, and hopefully I can do it for the next 4 years, and I'm excited. So that's my presentation, and thank you for listening, and If you have any other questions, please let me know. Thank you so much.